Hello, and welcome to A Word of Hope on Sunday, the 21st Sunday in Ordinary Time. I am Father Jim Marchanda, coming to you once again from the mountains of Abruzzo, Italy, in the beautiful church of La Madonna della Misericordia, Our Lady of Mercy. We have great readings for today, and of course this is A Word of Hope, so I won't go through all of them, but they all play together in a powerful way. The first reading is from the prophet Isaiah, the second from the letter to the Hebrews, and the third from the Gospel of Luke. And in the Gospel of Luke, someone from the crowd says to Jesus, "Are there many who will be saved?" And Jesus says that famous line, "Strive to enter through the narrow gate." So the gospel gives us that focus today and gives us a chance to think about, what does the narrow gate mean? Unfortunately, for many, the narrow gate means there's only one way to do something. There's only one way to think, especially if you are members of the Church of God. But I believe that's too small a perspective of what the narrow gate means. I think we need to look to the first reading from the prophet Isaiah. So I ask you to pay close attention to it on Sunday, where in the words of the prophet, God says, "I come to gather nations of every language. They shall come and see my glory. I will send fugitives to the nations, to those who have never heard, bringing together brothers and sisters from all the nations." My friends, we see in that first reading how broad is God's sense of inclusion. How many people are included in the framework of God's reign, of God's love, of God's kingdom? We see from that reading that it is all the nations, not just one, not just a small group of people, not a narrow-minded way of thinking about who is included and who is not. God's intention is that all are included. All are included. This challenges us, I believe, to not have too narrow a perspective, placing narrow nationalism over global awareness, placing narrow nationalism over global responsibilities, our care for the entire world, for the entire earth, for everything that is in it. That's the narrow gate. The narrow gate is a broad-mindedness to include all the peoples and all the nations of the world. Let us sort of rethink what the idea of the narrow gate means today. And let us use that rethinking in terms of our church and in terms of our country. Let us not accept narrow-minded nationalism as our motivation in life. But let us accept as our narrow gate of following God a reality that allows for all the nations of the world, for all the peoples of the world, and is bigger than nationalism itself will ever be able to be. God bless you all.